Alright everyone, in this video I want to test our code and make any final fixes that we need to make. We need to make a couple more quick changes before we're ready to test. Firstly, remember that this is received by all the clones? Well, at first there's only one clone, but later there'll be 2, 3, 4, depends how high your score goes. We don't want them all to change the score by 1. Otherwise, when there's 3 clones there, they're going to change it by 3 in total. So let's just give this to the main sprite. So if my ID equals 1, then I'm in charge of the system score. I call this the system score because it's not really the score up here. It should match the score up here, but it's just this score here. We're just kind of having the system kind of keep track of what the score should be so that we can check that this always matches this. But we've got to make sure it does that right as well, right? So it's just basically a kind of sanity check, a way of kind of making sure that we're not going wrong. Put this back. The second thing is we want to get rid of any of these extra numbers when a new game starts. We don't want them just going round to 0. So we don't want to start a new game with 002. So we've got to get rid of these old clones. So when a new game starts, when I receive start game, delete this clone. And that'll leave just the original sprite because that's not a clone. But all the clones themselves, when they receive start game, they'll delete themselves. Now I think this is ready for testing, but in order to make it easy to test, I'm going to grab a key press and let's say I for increment, and then broadcast increment score. And because I don't want to be hassled by the ghost, for the time being, I'm going to remove the ghost from my enemies list so that I have a nice clean turn. And then if I start pressing play, so now I'm just going to press I to increment the score. It doesn't work because I didn't set whose turn at the beginning. So set whose turn to 1. Let's try that again. Okay, so when I pressed it, it incremented. And I'm going to start pressing it over and over every second. Okay, that's not working. I see what I forgot. So when it's set to nobody's turn after we've incremented, it needs to change back when you get a new increment score. So here we need set whose turn to 1 so that the new turn starts with the units getting a turn. Okay, let's try that. Okay, good, that's working. And every time I press the button, it's going up by 1. Now notice, the tens number appeared here even though we have no tens sprite anymore, so that's a clone. And it seems to be behaving well. And now we've gone into the hundreds. So we just went over into the thousands. I'm just holding the I key down. Okay, everything seems to be working, and I'll see you in the next video.
Thank you for listening, and if you find this video useful, please hit like and subscribe.